Guys, I am so heated right now. I am so heated. I had set up everything to use my camera. This is what I used earlier, and the quality was so nice. My Canon T3. And guess what? My battery just died. I was like, oh my goodness, I am trying my hardest to get this review done. And my battery just died, y'all. So let me get into it. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. And I had got started and everything. I am so heated right now. I don't know anybody who does these reviews. It's not as easy as everybody. Just click the camera on and do it. Yeah, that's how you get started. But like I said, when I'm at the house, I wanted to step my game up and do a little bit better. Videotape with my camera. And as soon as I clicked it on, I hadn't charged it up. The battery died. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. My ass got to go to work in the morning. It starts off with Phaedra and Porsha. These two meet up because Frick and Frack, they're going to go to the DNC, the Democratic. I guess this is when everybody was campaigning. And she knows a senator. And they're going to go hang out, Frick and Frack, as they call themselves. One good thing I have to say about Miss Phaedra and that I like about her, and I'm going to give her props. One thing about Phaedra, she gets into things. Black Lives Matter, the senator, I didn't write her name down. She's adopted Trayvon Martin's brother to be an intern. And one thing about Phaedra, she looks out for the community. Like she says, she has her 2 boys, and she want to make sure that they're okay. So they went to the DNC, and since she's going to the DNC, she's going to see Apollo because she want to get this divorce taken care of. And as we see at the end, it didn't happen yet. And as we looking on the blogs, or we're hearing on the vlogs, she didn't even file for the divorce. He did. But y'all know what I'm thinking? Maybe she had already filed and he had the paperwork sitting there, hadn't signed them, and she had to turn it in, okay? I mean, he had to turn it in. Yeah, I'm just disgusted. I really had big hopes on doing better. So anyway, Kenya and Cynthia, they're sitting at their table together. And Kenya is inviting everybody as couples to come do things with her and Matt for his birthday. And she calls Kandi and Todd, and she said she want Lena and her husband to join in. But as the gag is, Kiki Palmer, you didn't invite Cynthia. She's sitting there looking so sad, and it didn't happen. See? I love you, Kenya, but be careful how you treat people. Oh, she wanted only couples, basically, to show up. And since Miss Cynthia's not a couple anymore, she didn't invite her. And that shit came back and grabbed her back in her ass. Because Matthew ended up not showing up for the event. It showed where they've been fighting. It's been all over the vlogs that they ain't together. And Kenya and her storyline is going poof. Yeah, I didn't know Mariah story thing was coming on. Yeah, let me hurry up so I can watch my Mariah, okay? Sheree and her son. Sheree, Cairo got arrested. DUI. He gave her a phone call late at night. Mom, come get me. I done got arrested. I done got a DUI. And it's not for drinking. It's for marijuana. And, you know, as all kids do, it's never their fault. It's everybody else's fault. And Sheree is devastated because he's going to college. And she had just took him to the Million Man March. And she's very, very, very upset with him about getting in trouble. But at the same time, she's glad that he did what he had to. And she never want to get that phone call. None of us ever want to get that phone call that, you know, your child has been killed, not by another black person or person, but by a police officer. Because right now, it's happening like a mile a minute, okay? And basically, Kandi and Todd, they're trying to get the old lady gang, the restaurant, up and going. And Peter comes in to give a little friendly advice. He shows up from Charlotte. And basically, he, you know, let Todd and Kandi know, you know, he tried to give them some pointers on things they could do better. But his #1 pointer in life was to make sure that you're good in your relationship, okay? Don't let business and never not have enough time for each other. That's how basically him and Cynthia grew apart. And basically, Todd asked what happened between you and Cynthia, and is it true? And he confirmed it, and he didn't want to let it go, but he respected what she wanted and whatever, whatnot. But he told him never, ever, ever put too much time and effort in something else. Always make time for each other, because they just grew apart, basically. So Cynthia and Noel, they're out house hunting because in the divorce, Peter wanted Cynthia to sell the house, she said. Not that he wanted any money from it. Motherfucker, we know you couldn't get no money from it because ain't none of that shit yours. He just wanted the house, so I guess he didn't want another man living in the house. And they were out looking for a home. This one was $995,000, and she got it $50,000 cheaper, $950 or something like that. That's still a lot of money for a home, but it's a beautiful lakefront home. You know, I'm here in Vegas. We don't have water. We don't have greenery. All we got is dirt and mountains and soil. And the home is beautiful, 6 bedrooms. And Miss Noel, we'll take it. Cynthia said, wait a minute, baby, you talking about going to LA where your daddy at and going to school. Is you gonna stay here and get a job and help mama like Kandi did her mama? Is you gonna help me out, boo? So you just hold your horses, relax. You ain't got nothing to do with this. So while she's checking out buying a home, Kenya gives Cynthia a phone call, and she tells her about Matt tripping because she posted on Throwback Thursday a picture of her and Jay-Z, which I'm like, why are you posting a picture of you and Jay-Z? You know, why? What's the tea? And he got pissed off and mad, and she tells Cynthia that he's very immature. So see, you didn't invite her to the party, but you had to call old girl and cry on her shoulders. See, I hate for people to treat me different because you're a couple and we can learn a lot from Kandi and Todd. No, because it look like their ass is starting to have problems already. Because as we get into it, y'all, I'm not going to make this long and drawn out. As we get into it, Mama Joyce sets up something for Kandi and Todd to do because she sees that she said her daughter Kandi working hard. They invest a lot of time in trying to get this restaurant going, and they're not spending time with each other. So she sits up in the guest house. She sets up some shit for them to do with bedroom candy and all kind of shit for them to enjoy each other and have fun. Because previously, Kandi was sitting there telling Todd, nigga, you ain't washed your ass in 3 days. Your hair look nappy, nigga, you ain't shaved. Your balls stinking, and we need you to get it together. So I thought that was very nice for Mama Joyce to get the baby and babysit the baby and let them go spend some quality time together. Because she could see that they kind of like this at each other when they should be like this. You know, they just got married. And their discussion the entire time is, I see everybody, we're the only couple left. Us and Matt and Kenya that's, you know, still together. But as they go to the birthday party, supposedly for Matt, that Kenya invited Kandi and Todd to, which was ATVing, everybody shows up except for Matt, okay? And Todd sitting around like, where Matt? You know, he want to have a man that he can hang out, ride the ATVs with and have fun. Matt not there. So this is starting to show us on the timeline when Kenya and Matt gets into it again some more, you know. And I forgot to mention also that the police report that came out about Kenya and Matt. This motherfucker got anger issues. And I just want to say to you, Kenya, I know you want to have a man on here. And basically, you even asked Kandi and Todd, how do you guys do it? Because you're a celebrity. And basically everybody you get, they got to kind of just follow in your shadow. How do you do it? Todd lets Kenya know, I just played my, you know, I just fell in line. She's the celebrity. I'm just her man. I support her in everything you do. You're going to have to get you somebody that's going to be able to walk in your shadow. Let your light shine. And that's nothing wrong. Like if you get with a man, vice versa, or if a man get with these women that's predominantly and they're doing good and they're the celebrities and the stars or the lead person in the relationship, let them lead. Just fall back and play your place, you know. whatever works for you guys is fine. We never can take from a man that he's a man, and that's why Kandi let Todd do things, even though he fucks up a lot, and she be watching, lurking. Mama Joyce be watching because she don't want him to mess up her mind. But sometimes in life, you just gotta fall back and play your role. And basically, Porsha had to leave the event with Phaedra. Phaedra ends up going on to see Apollo because she wanted to get him to sign this divorce. On her way to get the divorce papers signed, on her way to Fort Dix, wherever he at, the penitentiary, she gets a phone call, and the phone call is somebody that dropped a bomb off, or there's a bomb threat at her office. Her kids are there with her mom. She's crying. She's upset. Apollo calls. She's right outside the penitentiary, the jail, whatever. But right now, Apollo, I'm dealing with somebody done sent the bomb to my house, and that motherfucker was on the phone like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. When you gonna get here? I just came. Apollo and Phaedra was so in love. They just don't give two fucks about each other. And let me see, guys. Bob ends up talking to Cairo, and Cairo apologized to his mom and dad on TV. But this the killer part. Sheree sitting there looking, and Bob said, when I retired from the NFL, I went and got me a medical marijuana card, and Sheree looked like, I hope my son didn't get the blunt from you. And he said, instead of taking all them opiates and them pills, I just go and smoke a little to relax all these injuries and these, this pain I got and things that I've been through in life. He said, but son, pass the lean, pass the molly. Don't be out with your friends smoking, getting high, hanging. Do it if you need to relax by yourself, to yourself, but don't be out fucking up your life like this because you're at the beginning of your career. Don't fuck yourself up, son. That's one thing. Trouble is so easy getting into and very hard getting out of. You guys, and on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. Y'all have a lucky day. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with Miss Tiki. And I'm going to make sure I have my camera the next time because the quality was so clear. I am so disgusted, you guys. Y'all have a lucky day. Goodbye.